welcome back to my channel and welcome the newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey by hitting that subscription button. It's free, and hit the bell notification to be notified of the new uploads. I would just like to mention that if the video is a little bit too fast for you, up top there's 3 little buttons. You can click there, slow down the video to the speed you'd like. Also, right next to it, there's the CC letters for closed caption. You can turn that on, and you can read all the stitch that I'm calling down here. By pausing the video, take notes, will make it easier for you. Now, normally when I upload the videos, it takes about an hour for YouTube to search all my words that I'm saying, so it can appear on the closed captions. So don't panic if you don't see right away the closed captions, because the video has just been launched. It will show up in about a half an hour to an hour after the upload. I also would like to mention that if you have extra yarn, extra thread, and you'd like to help the women in need, we highly appreciate it and being very, very grateful for it. Thank you for the ones that already have helped and are still helping. If you'd like to donate, right below the video, there's a little bag of $. You can donate whatever amount you'd like. Nobody's asking for millions. Anything helps. It adds up at the end. You can also go into the description box. My PayPal account is there. You can donate through there if you'd like also. Please always give a thumbs up on the video if you like the video. It does help the video to circulate and also to be recognized worldwide. I gratefully appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's one way to help me out and to help to continue to create these beautiful pieces. Also share on your Facebook public. It costs nothing. Everything is free. There's no charge of anything. So please help out to grow the channel. I do have a Facebook group, private group. If you have a profile, you're more than welcome to request to be a member. It's free, of course, and we'll approve you. You must have a profile. Be careful with the links that you go into the groups that says cut and bit. These are fraud scammers that go through your phones, your computers, and take every information of yours. Do not open up those links. There's a lot of hackers in the groups now. That's why I made sure that my group is private. I want to thank every single one of you from the start being with me, and thank you so much for the newcomers. It costs nothing to subscribe, so please do so. Thank you so much, everybody. Everything will be listed always in the description box for every pattern that I create, the sizes, the thread that I use, which is Portugal thread. They're 100% cotton thread, 4-ply, which is similar to Aunt Lydia. Number 3, which number 3 Aunt Lydia is just a little bit thicker than my thread, not by much, but a little bit. I usually use a hook 3 or 3.5, a small one for tucking in loose ends, and a pair of scissors, of course. So thank you, everybody. Any other questions, suggestions, please feel free to comment. You can always get a hold of me if your intentions are to give some thread or yarn away. There's my email below the description box. There's my Facebook page that you can follow also, my Facebook group, my Instagram, my TikTok. So there's so many ways you can message me. Thank you so much, everybody. I hug every single one of you, and much blessings to all of you. Okay, let's get started. Okay, everyone, so we finished row 27 going into row 28. So I closed in with slip stitch, did the walk, came in the center, did my shell, chain 3. So pretty much just wrapping up this pineapple. We only have one left. And we're proceeding to continue with the second pineapple. Now, I was planning to do a third pineapple, but I won't have enough thread for it. So I'm going to stop at only 2, maybe another time I'll redo and create the third pineapple. But in my case, I won't have enough white thread for it. It would look kind of silly using a different color of thread with so much white on here, right? Unfortunately. So we're gonna, but this is pretty big, so of course, if you want it into the cloth, you would have to go bigger. But it's a nice size doily. So we're just doing the loops for the pineapple. We're going to create the shell here now. Now my last one here, I'm going to do a 4 chain instead of 3, okay? Because it tends to stretch a little bit more when you're in your last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So on your last chain for closing the pineapple, do 4 chain instead of 3. And then everything else is 3. Okay, so we're almost closing this one out. On the next round, we'll close it out. So we continue the same thing. So the only difference is chain 4 here on this one. So I'll meet you at the beginning of row 29. Okay, you guys, so we finished row 28 going into row 29. So I closed in with a slip stitch after doing my 4 chain, closed in this pineapple, well, almost there, and did my shell. So did the walk into the center with a single and 2 chain, another double crochet, 2 chain, 2 double crochet. So we're going to continue to do the 3 chain for the pineapple. I'll meet you here at the end of the chains of the pineapple. Okay, so finished doing the 3 chains for the pineapple, did my shell, and now we're going to do 2 chain, 1, 2, come in and do your shell again. So this row will be like this all the way around. And that's the only change here. 1, 2, 3, and then continue with the next pineapple. Okay, so I'll meet you at the beginning of row 30. Okay, you guys, so we're pretty much finished row 29. Now we're pretty much closed in. Just get a little bit more lighting here. Pretty much closed in this pineapple. Now we have to work individual on the last pineapple, and we would have done the same thing if we were to do 3. Now if we were to do the 3 pineapples, then here you would have to restart the 3 as we have here. Okay, you would start here again and you would follow the same procedure as we did on all of them. Okay, so all you'd have to do is make the 3 groups here and then rewind where you have the 3 groups over here and then follow through. Okay, so now because we have to work individual, so we pretty much leave this as is, because then we still have the whole round to go. So we'd come into the center here with the single and 2 chains. So we do our shell the same way. The only thing is we'll be working back and forth on the pineapple, individual. Only at the end we will do the edging all around the same way. So chain 3. So basically you would just have to go back and forth on these pineapples. cut your thread, and then make sure that you're facing the proper way to start the next pineapple. And even if you did the 3 pineapples, you would still have to do the finishing like this. Okay? So it's the same way, you're just having an extra pineapple there. So basically you're here at the shell. You will have to turn around and complete back and forth on the shell, then cut your thread and start the next pineapple. So you would turn, go into the center, do the walk, and only on the last pineapple that we'll do, we're not cutting the thread because we need to do the edging. So into the center, do your shell, do your 1, 2, 3 chain, come back, finish your pineapple. So I'm going to come back to you when we have 1 loop left. Okay, so now all you have to do is just work back and forth. Okay, and I'll meet you when we have 1 loop left. Okay, you guys, so we have 1 loop left. Now everything you just did here, you have to do in all other pineapples. Okay, so when you cut your thread here, you have to repeat, make sure that you face the right side to start off. Do your shell. 1, 2, 3, and 4. One, 2, 3, 4. So on my last one, I do 4, okay? So as you can see, we are facing the wrong side, so we're going to close it up on the right side. So you're facing the proper side. All you have to do is go to the next pineapple and start your shell. So we're doing the walk, single 2 chain. This is the last row. 2 chains. We're creating the shell. And directly into the next space. And create your last shell here. Now I'm going to continue to do all of my 10 because there's 11 pineapples. And then at the end, when I finish the rest of my pineapples, I'll come back to you so we can finish up the edge. Okay, so this is how it's going to stay. Now I'm just going to go here and work my pineapple and into another one. So you have to cut your thread, tuck it up. Only the last one, we don't cut the thread. We need it because we're going to continue to work on the edge. Okay, so I'll see you at the end. Okay, you guys, so I've reached my last pineapple. I finished my last row here, and now we're going to do the edge. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. I'm going to come back in the same corner here, and I'm going to do another double crochet. Chain 2, and create again your shell right here at the edge of the corner. Just like that. I'm going to do chain 2. I'm going to skip this one, and I'm coming in to the second one here. Okay, so we're skipping this one here, right on the corner, and create the shell again. So 2 double crochet, 2 chain, and 2 more double crochet, chain, 2. Again, I'm going to skip this one here, and I'm coming right in the corner of the next one and create your shell again. So we're always going to be skipping a row doing the edge here, including with the other pineapples. Okay, so I'm going to continue 1, 2, and 3 more shells. Okay, skip 1 and then into the corner, skip 1 and into the corner. I'll meet you at the bottom. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 shells. Okay, and all of them will have the same thing. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Try 4 chain here. See if it works out. I think it does. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to repeat the same thing. So we're coming directly into the first one here, right in the corner. Now you want to make sure you grab both threads. You don't want to grab only one because then it's going to pull too much and it's not going to look pretty. So we're going to continue to do the shells. And we're going to do the 6 shells exactly as we came down. So let's see how it looks. So I think 4 chain is just perfect. And if we find that it's too loose, then you can do 3 chain instead. Okay, I'm going to keep it at 4. So we're going to do the 6 again, skipping this one here. So we're going to do chain 2, skip this one here, and we're going to come right in the corner of this one here, grabbing the 2 threads and not only 1. And then once we get to the top, I'll come back with you again. Okay, so basically all you have to do is follow the same procedure as you did on this one here. So we're going to skip this one, go here, skip this one, go here, skip this one, go here, skip this one, and go into the last one. I'll meet you up top again. So we're right up top. I'm going to do a 1 chain. No, I'll have to do 2 chain the same. Okay, so we'll do a 2 chain everywhere the same because we have 1 more row after this and we don't want the pattern to be pulling. So basically you're just going to do this all the way around the same way. Now if you realize here too, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 shells going up and 6 shells that we came down. So we're going to do again the same thing. So create a shell in the corners and then come down again. Chain 2, skip a row into the corner, right on the corner of the next one, and do your shell. So very simple. And there's 1 more row after this, and then we're pretty much done. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of all the pineapples because it's just a repeat. When you get here, you do your 3 or 4 chains depending upon your tension. Okay, everyone, so I've done my 2 chains. I closed in with a slip stitch. I did the walk. I went into the center. This was the first and the last pineapple. So I did a single. I'm going to do 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. I'm going to come back on my 4th one and close in picot. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to come back in again, picot. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to come back in, picot. So I have 3 picots, 2 of 3 chain, 1 of 4. I'm coming back into the center and doing a double crochet, 1, 2 chain. I'm coming in the center here and I'm closing in with a single. 2 chain again, coming into the center of the shell, double crochet, and then 1, 2, 3 chain, coming in, closing it, 1, 2, 3, 4, coming in, closing it with single, 1, 2, 3, coming back in the same space as we did the second picot with a 4 chain, close it in with single, and then whoops, come back in the center and close it, of course with double crochet, I should say, then do a double crochet. Okay, one more time, 1, 2 chain, come in between the shells, single, this is big and it's getting heavy, and you'd have a beautiful small one, well, medium actually, if you do with Aunt Lydia number 10. 1, 2 chain, come in the center of the shell, double crochet, 1, 2, 3, close it with single your picot, 1, 2, 3, 4, come back in, close your second picot, 1, 2, 3, come back in and close your third picot, come in the center again and double crochet. So it's going to look like that. We're going to do this all the way around, 1, 2 chain. Now if your tension is extremely tight, you can do 3 chain, 1, 2, or if it's too loose, do only 1 chain, double crochet, 1, 2, 3, come in, close it, picot with a single, 1, 2, 3, 4, come back in. I'm going to do it on the first picot that we did because I want them to be closed up, 1, 2, 3, and come back in the same space as the first one. I had mentioned here the second one, but I'm going into the first one because I think it looks nicer when it's closed up properly. So basically this is what it's going to look like. Okay, I'm going to do mine all the way around. I'm going to block, which I usually use laundry softener. It doesn't matter what kind. I'm going to spray it, I'm going to stretch it and leave it flat in a surface to dry. And then I'm going to put on my table and I'm going to film it, take some pictures, and put the video at the end. Thank you so much, everybody. All the measurements and the threads and the sizes and everything will be in the description box. Thank you to all the women or the people that came forward for the donations of the thread. I am grateful and humble to every single one of you, and thank you so much for the people that have donated to the super thanks or the super chat for the channel. I am grateful to you. Thank you. God bless. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye-bye, everybody. Okay, I had to come back because I almost forgot. In between the pineapples, then you would have questioned, oh my God, but what did she do there? Sometimes you just forget these things. Okay, so I'm going to do chain 2, and I'm going to come in. Now, I could have done going straight, but I didn't want to because I wanted to have a space in between it, or you can do it this way, or you can do a chain 3. You can come in where we have that chain 4, 1 chain, and back into the next one here on the chain 4, chain 2, and then do your picots. We'll see if this looks better. So you can do it whatever way you'd like at this edge here. You can do it this way, or you can do a 2 chain, go straight. I think I'm going to leave it this way. I think it looks pretty. See if I like it.